And I'm not in the hobo deepest. Come on me. Alright, so today we want to talk about a couple things. Main thing I want to talk about is the Loch Ness Monsters. That's my name. I call them the Loch Ness Monsters. Why do you call them the Loch Ness Monsters? Well, basically, man, I think they don't get the props they need to get because people don't really know the history. And then a lot of people know the history, but I'm talking about the true effect of what these basses do to you and your playing while you have them in your hand. All right, so we're going to talk about 4 incredible basses. There are many more that was made during the time. I'm going to go from 76 to 79 to 85 to, well, 86 I think it is. 86 to 95. Are there more in the middle? Absolutely. Am I going to bring them out to let you see them? Absolutely not. Look, ain't nobody got time for that. I wanted you to What's going on with that? Where's Hootie? I want you guys to know my favorite when it comes to pulling basses out in this type of bass, which is the Musicman bass, the true Musicmans, all right? I'm not saying that Musicman is not true. I'm saying the ones that I feel that has a unique Musicman sound and didn't lose the sound in all the revolutions of years. I said revolutions of years. I said revolutions. Revolutions of years. All right, so first thing we're going to look at is this girl right here. We're going to look at that because this is a 1976. This is the Mocha 76. All right, in the Mocha 76, it came with string through. Y'all can see that there's string through. And a battery. All right. Maple on maple neck. The weight on this bass is no, look, it ain't no joke, but you get the sound. All right. My opinion, this is what I'm about to say is my opinion. Louis Johnson used this bass the most because of what? Because of the strings he had on it, I think. It was his sound. He really made it what it was. But on this bass I have right here with the mutes, y'all see the mutes? The new ones don't have mutes. With this bass, I have flats, but don't tell nobody I got flats. Now, the amp coming through, you can see that over there. That is a Fender Rumble 500. Now, what did I think about that bass amp? If I want to get in and get out a gig, and I don't want to sit there and pretty much, pack this piece up, pack that piece up, I'm going to use that amp because in 5 minutes flat, with zipping my bass in the bag and taking that and rolling it out, or either picking it up and running with it, that's the bass. All right, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to drop this down a little bit. So I don't have to get up no more. Well, I got to get up and let y'all see the rest of them as I'm talking. All right, so is the amp on? Oh, first thing I want to do is, look, I'm going to talk about this because I don't understand. I truly don't understand this piece of equipment here. This is called a snort. Or a snark. I call it sometimes foolishness because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do all the time. I don't know why. Maybe y'all can tell me why in the comments. See, like right now, it's not even tuning. What is that all about? If I gotta hit it, that could tell me 2 things. It might throw me out of tune. I might not be in correct tuning. I might have issues with this on the gig because this joint keep throwing me in the wrong tuning. But I'm gonna trust it for this video. All right. So what we're gonna do now? I have flats on this bass. That's what I have on this bass. Flat strings. People like flats. What's flats? Strings. I have flat strings. I'm gonna roll my sleeve a little bit. We're gonna start with nothing on, with just the bass itself. You hear that? I I got to put the amp down really low. Oh, what settings I got on my amp? Everything is pretty much at 2. Except for the treble. The treble is at like maybe 9 o'clock. Only because I'm doing video with the camera, with the phone camera. The phone camera will pick up all kinds of bottom, and sometimes the highs will sound pretty much out of the place. Now, with flats, your sound calms down. You don't get the aggressive sound. You don't get that high-end head-cutting sound. You don't get none of that. All right? And like I told you, I got the amp really, really low. I might have to turn it up because it's really, really low. So we're going to turn bass, the D10. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Forgive me. Now when I get to the other ones, I'm going to turn it down again. Which is, I got to do that. All right, bass. Y'all hear that? It's real clean, real bottomy, real round, real chicken plucking. All right, turn the bass off, turn the treble to D10. Now, I know you're saying, what's going on with the treble? Well, basically, Lewis didn't use a lot. When he put those flats on, it dropped the treble down to counter love, made everything. Look, I said counter love. Kind of made the treble and bass on even ground. Like there was no overtaking or anything. So we're going to take the bass and turn the bass to D10. And then we're going to turn the treble to D10. You get this. You hear that roundness in the bass? That's that roundness. And you hear that roundness? Okay. Now, if I turn the treble past D10 and put it up somewhere close around 3/4, I'm going to get this sound. I love the roundness of the 76. If I put nickel round wows on this bass will talk completely different. But I like the flats on it because it talks different right now. Alright, so I'm going to open the treble all the way and keep the bass at D10. See, it went out. See, it went out. Now, I'm looking at my snort. This thing is weird. I don't even like it. Wow. If I move it down closer to where the string is, I can get a true reading. I shouldn't have to do that, should I? Okay, this is what I feel about this. Garbage. I'm going to get the real tune. Watch this. I know you're saying, is he going to leave the camera? Oh yeah, I'm going to definitely leave the camera. Now, am I back? What did I do? I went and got me a chord chromatic tuner. That's what I did. That ain't gonna lie. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. But at least I know. Snork, is that what you want to call yourself? Every snork I bought was garbage. And no disrespect to y'all, it just was. Look, it's straight garbage. This one is dead. Needs battery. I'm back. I know people like, dude, he went off camera and he was fixing stuff. Yeah. Every video goes up ain't perfect, y'all. They probably take 90 takes. I'm gonna do it just like it is. If it's live, it's live. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm gonna make it right. Ooh, need some WD-40 on the back of that joint. There you are. Okay. I'm gonna keep this over here because I got to tune the rest of them up. I know that. These bases came from storage. And when they come from storage, that means they came from outside to inside. It's warm. It's really hot in here. The Queen has it hot in here. So, now, let's start this back over again. Okay, so basically, I want to do this again. We're going to start at treble. Let's do this. Treble all the way. Bass all the way. Bass and treble all the way. Okay, that was the Louis Johnson real sound right here. This was his real sound. That's why when you heard him do solos, you could hear it, but it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't head cutting. It was pure Music Man. That's why he picked the Music Man Stingray bass. Now, I'm going to say a couple other things down the road about the Saber bass. That you can be like, what? Okay, now, since you heard the Stingray and me talk about the snort, we're going to talk about another bass. Let's talk about the Saber. Now, this Saber is a little different. What's different about this Saber? First of all, it's a 79 Saber. Is it S-E-A-S-A-B-R-E? S-A-B-R-E. Saber. Like a knife. Saber. All right, so let's look at it. First of all, it has 2 pickups, right? And it has 3 switches, right? This one is a little different. It has the mutes. The only thing about this bass is it doesn't go through the back. All right, this is a Boo bass. It's a true 79. This is not Ernie Ball. This is the real joint. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this bass. Everything is original except for the preamp. Yikes. I'm going to tell you why. All right, while I'm tuning it up, I'm going to give you the story of that. So, I played the bass for years. This is 79. It is now 2025. That's how long I've been playing this bass. Not from 79, but possibly from 90-ish. Look, 90-ish. Because I love this bass and I wanted to play it. Play other basses too, but this was mostly the thing. So I got this and I always wanted a Saber and I love Sabers, so I got this one. So I've been playing Sabers for a while. This particular one, not that long, but long enough. All right, so, oh, I love this tuner, y'all. This is a cool tuner. All right, so the Saber in this, the preamp that's in this bass is a tone monster. I didn't hook up the switches. What are you doing? Don't be jealous. I didn't hook up the switches in this bass. Why? Basically because I'm getting the preamp redone. All right, send the preamp back to Ernie Ball. Hopefully they can redo it. Anyway, the preamp is no longer in here, and I have a tone monster in here. So the tone monster has volume, blend, bass, and treble. The original preamp got volume front, volume back, and bass and treble. And 3-way switches, which one throws it out of phase, the other one does a parallel thing, and the real one is to me, it seemed like it boosted, but hey, I don't know. I just love the bass. It is completely different from the Music Man Stingray. How different is it? Oh my God. Power-wise is different. Neck-wise is different. Body-wise is different. It's faster looking. The neck is a lot more thinner. It cuts harder. It boosts better. The preamp that's in it right now, the Tone Monster, is crazy. When I tell you it's crazy, it's crazy. When I tell you it's crazy, it's crazy. All right, I might have to turn the amp down from this point on. In fact, I'm gonna turn it down right now. That way we're gonna get it started, because it's gonna be boosting loud. All right, so I turn the amp down, and it still may be too loud. All right, so we're gonna start with the rear pickup first. Look, first of all, there's no bass on and there's no treble on. Listen what this bass sounds like. That is the real Stingray sound coming from a Saber. Here's the front pickup. All right, finger-wise. Both pickups. Here we go. You hear that the girth? It has girth now. It has girth. Listen at the girth. Like nasal. Some people call it nasally. It's not nasally, it's girth. That bear growl, just clean bear growl. Now you hear the strings. The strings on this bass is completely different. I have SIT, nickel. They're not breaks, but they're nickel and they're round ones. But listen how they sound. Now, watch me open stuff up. I want to open the treble to D10. Do I have to? I don't have to, because it's already clean. All I had to do is just play. Watch me open the bass at D10. Watch me open the treble and the bass to D10. Now, watch me open just past D10 the bass. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but the bottom on this bass is incredible. Now, if you want to hear what this bass really sounded like before I put the Tone Monster in it, you can go to the Johnny Lee Long Band. It's called Shaco Sessions. All right, one has me playing this bass, and the other session has me playing an alembic. I said it right, an alembic. But you get a chance to hear what this sounds like with the original preamp. I'm telling you, it sounds amazing right now, but the original preamp has a little bit more darkness in it. You know, not darkness, but a little bit more round butt-wise, natural butt-wise. All right, so now we go on both pickups again. We're gonna turn the bass all the way off, turn the treble all the way up. Turn the treble all the way off, turn the bass all the way up. That's enough of that, because I don't want the queen to come out of the bedroom like, honey, really? So there you have it. This is the Saber. We're going to disconnect the Saber. This is the 79 Saber. You ever notice when I pull the cord out, it doesn't do anything? That's that special cord. And you're like, what's so special about it? It don't pop. Now, let's go to I would say 1987, 1988. I could say 85, but I won't. I would say, I would think this is a 1987. All right, this is the maple on maple. The maple is Bird's Eye Flame. Bird's Eye Flame. Look at the back of it. Bird's Eye Flame. This is a kind of reddish orange color. I would say it was car, but it's not. It's kind of more orange tint. What do you see different about this bass? Well, it's a lot different about this bass. What is it? That pickup right there. See that pickup right there? That's different. See this pickup right here? It's actually different too. What's so different about it? Well, both of these are arrows. I took the original pickup and got Mr. Arrow himself to rewind this pickup. And I got this one to put in the front. Let's see what they sound like. Oh, sorry guys. I had to take the preamp out because, you know, these basses came with a 3-way switch. I had to take preamp out, and guess what I got in it? This is an all deer. So, we're now going to see what this bass sounds like with an all deer. I try to go to builders and preamp makers that fits me. Everybody thinks all preamps fit them. It shouldn't. They're all different. I like all deer. First of all, he's a rocket scientist. That's the first thing. So he's like extremely smart. So I go to him for things I am not really sure about, and he tells me. That's the coolest thing about him. All right, so let's go to this girl, see what she sounds like. All right, we got all day in you, girl. So what you gonna do for me today? Hopefully you do something great. Been a while since I played her. All right, so let's turn everything off. So this bass has volume, blend, treble, and bass. So with everything off, both pickups on, we get this. All right, so here's the coolest thing. Here's something you need to know. If you're taking your bass out of storage and bringing it in the house, what you probably need to do is let it sit wherever you bring it in at for a while so it can get activated. I said activated. I said activated in 2025, y'all. So it can get used to the room. I said activated. Is that a word? I don't know. Look, if it is, tell me. So it can get used to the room. So here we go. So we're going to go with the rear pickup first and nothing on. Like I said, these are now arrow pickups. They're not the original Music Man. It has the original Music Man cover, but the insides are arrows. And this joint is sitting underneath the fret. Front pickup. Very, very, very no color. That is not how you say it. Very, very no color. There's no color in this pickup. Why? You don't want color coming out of that front pickup. That front pickup is supposed to bring everything that bass does out. Everything. So it does should it sound like, you know, like it's got nice color tones and it's a P, isn't it? This one is not particularly in the P position. So it's kind of both. Top P, then the bottom close to the jazz. So it gives you that in-between sound. Okay, both pick up. which gives you together that unique, kind of unique jazz feel. So now let's add some color to it. When you say color, like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm gonna add some treble and bass to it. I'm gonna go to my treble. I'm gonna go right to detent. With the all dear, it doesn't really add a lot of color. You don't want it to color. You want the bass to just come up, bring all the niceness of the bass that you hear already before you even turn the bass on, or turn treble and bass or mids on. You want to hear the color of what that pickup, those pickups sound like against that wood. And that's what I'm hearing right now. I don't hear no color. Woo! Let's turn the bass, the detail. So it has that undergirth of growl, but very clean, very clean. Woo! Listen to that bear. Alright, so let's go to the rear pickup with the same setting we got. Everything is at D10. Watch this. So if I don't want to get that double kind of vibe going on, I'll just keep it at the rear pickup, which is going to give me that Music Man sound, but very, very clean. Because that arrow is extremely clean. It doesn't miss anything come across that board. Now, going to the front pickup, same setting. See what that sounds like. Like a really, 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 really old clean P. With something added to it. Because it's not in the P position. It's just, it's like in both everybody's position. I'm just saying, man. Both together. Let's take the treble, turn it just past D10. See what we got. Both pickups. I know that this one been doctored, but I'm gonna tell y'all, the feel of this bass is absolutely incredible. Absolutely. This is it. I would say it's the 87, 88. All right? And of course, you know, it's got some custom done to it, but I still got the original stuff, and I can easily put it back. Now, let's take another trip. This is why we call in this video the loc-nest monsters. You saw me play this at church. Right? You saw me play this bass at church. This is, only thing that's different on this bass is the pick guard. All right? That's a gloss pick guard that I built for it. The only thing I've done to this bass since I had it is clear the net, the fretboard. All right? This is a 1995. 95? Yeah, 95. Yeah, it's a 95. What did I like about the 95? Well, basically, it talks. It talks in a language that I like for that year. I would say that the Music Man that talks incredible to me is from 95 on down or 99 on down. that kind of thing. I like 99s. 99s are amazing sounding basses too, especially the what do you call them, maple on maple. The maple on maples are really incredible. This bass right here, I believe, personally, is making history. I did one song in my church. I did actually 2 songs at my church with this bass. And it really got a lot of compliments. A lot of people commented on this bass. And I didn't hear it at first. But after they started saying stuff about it, I was like, wow, that bass does sound amazing. And I was just coming through, look, at church I'm coming through a different amp. You know, it was that amp right there, but I'm coming through a different amp now. I'm coming through a BBC cab, and everything at the church is very low. Everything is very low. Now, with this bass, you got volume. There's no blend. You got volume, and then you have treble, mids, and bass. Look, let's look at it again. You got volume, treble, mids, bass, and a 3-way switch. When I tell you about that 3-way switch, that's the beast right there, son. That's the beast right there. That 3-way switch is nothing to be shabby about. I'm just saying. All right, so we can turn it on, turn everything off. Trebles off, mids off. This is what the bass sounds like. Only one pickup. I got the switch all the way to the back, which is, I would say, one of my incredible favorite settings. In the middle, everything gets a little MIDI in the middle. And then up front. To me, the up front is like the old Music Man, but the rear switch all the way to the back has that kind of like a Saber-ish kind of thing happening. Anyway, let's turn the treble to detent. Now, on these basses, they got detent right in the middle. You feel a little notch on them. So the treble's at detent now, and the pickup selection is up front. What's the different feel between the neck and this 80s neck? Oh, it's completely different. Like, this is a little thicker. The 80s are thin. The 80s are thin. They play differently, but they're thicker feeling, and they have more clear coat or shellac over them. I would say that. But they are thinner and they're faster. In the middle. In the back. You hear it clean up? Sound like a Saber. Okay. Now let's do mids. Let's go back to the front again. We got mids at detent, treble at detent. Watch. All right, let's be fair to everybody. Let's take the mids out. Take the treble out, so the mids is only at detent. In the middle. And in the back. Okay, now bass. Give it an equal shot. Bass in the middle at detent. We in the back now. Going to the middle. And up front. Now, let's turn everything to detent. Trebles at detent, mids at detent, and basses at detent. You get this. Up front. In the middle. And in the back. Okay, now if we take the treble just past detent, you get this. you take the mids just past D10, you get this with the treble past D10. Take the bass past D10, you get this. All right, in the middle. At the front. Now, I don't normally do this, but everything wide open. In the middle. And in the back. Guys, I want you to keep praying for the Queen and I, and the Hobo Depot, and Hootie. It's a new year. We all have different attitudes. We want to do things different this year. I get it. I get it. But prayer, let your prayer life be different this year. You be different this year. You know, we are faced with a lot of more things this year than we did last year. And the things that we're faced with this year is a lot newer. But our hearts should never change. We should love her. We should have love for everybody. Everybody. All right? Love for everybody. Treat people like you want to be treated. Listen, guys. Once again, keep praying for the Hobo Depot. We love y'all, all our hearts, all our soul, the Queen and I. And once again, Shadakaga! We're out of here. Pipes. Where is it?